Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease in my lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
So, y'all, welcome back. Give a stretch. Okay, good. All right. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Welcome back to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on. For example, just put together this whole 3D printing shelf rack thing, what have you. And so I haven't got a chance to put it onto the rack yet because as I was putting it together, I noticed like the last thing I was putting in like the little shelves and stuff, and one of the shelves, like the handle that holds it in place, is broken. So I'm like, oh, that's great. So then I had a contact I got off of Amazon. So looking all through Amazon, trying to find how I can contact the seller. So I just broke down and like, hey, just have Amazon contact me. So I did that. They called really quickly, so that was dope. And yeah, the lady was super nice. She helped step me through. She sent me she sent me an email with a link to be able to send a message to the contact the seller. And so I sent that off. So hopefully we'll see what comes of that. Because I just need another part. I don't want to send the whole thing back. The whole thing is fine. You know what I'm saying? I just want the shelf. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? The other two are fine. It's just that third one. And I'm like, yeah. So that's what I did during like my work session. And work sessions are 45 minutes, heads down, work on what you're working on. And so untilit.works consists of ciphers. And a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. And so, like I just mentioned, the work session, where it's like 45 minutes, heads down, work on what you're working on, trying to make some progress. And then 15 minutes after the hour, I'll pop up here to start the break session. And the break sessions are like 15 minutes. And there, I come up here to let you know, hey, it's time to take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Or you can come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet. We'll go over that later. And so I'll pop up on the video. If you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. That's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. That's why the notice there saying may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is the open close caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. If you click that button, a space will open up, and the words I am saying will hopefully be transcribed accurately and placed in that box. Then there's 2 buttons: add a clip, create a highlight video. They're broken. Don't worry about them. I'm working on it. Then there's a countdown timer, countdown when the next work session starts. And then if you'd like to join the room to chat or ask questions, you can do that so with the join the room button link there. All right, did I make that a link or it's a button? Hold on. Yeah, I think it's a button. Yeah. All right, cool. So I just finished eating, so I'm kind of like tired. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, great. So that is the break session. Let me show you what the work session looks like. Super happy that this came out pretty good. The stand is pretty dope. I just need to put a thing on there. I'm going to try to print something later today, so we'll see how that works. All right. So the work session here in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. There's an audio player there on the left-hand side for if you want to listen to some music. Towards the center here, we have a to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, and it'll add it to the list. You can edit the task by clicking the text If you want to delete it, click the X button. If you want to mark it complete, click the check box. That'll send it to the done section. So if you click this header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it will open up Twitter and it'll pre-populate a tweet with all the things that you got completed with little check marks next to them. For me, it's kind of like a good way of showing like, hey, I got some stuff done today, feeling good going into the week. Over in the right-hand corner, right-hand column, we have a countdown timer. Again, counting down to when the next break session happens, and that's around like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have a thing that you've been meaning to work on, but you still kind of want to feel productive, you want to get something done, and you heard web development seems like it could be pretty cool, but you don't know where to start. I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what folks have told me that have gone through those programs, and from what I've seen from the curriculum, I think by the end of it, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. So that's there for you. I also have links to some tutorials. So if you're already into web development and you're looking for some cool projects to kind of like, be able to complete, in one sitting, and then maybe use that to generate ideas, get your creative juices going to extend the project. I have, like I mentioned, links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. And I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are to look over tutorials. So I have one tutorial where you create this application, you put your home phone number in the input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring, and you'll be able to have a conversation back and forth. Then I have one that's the opposite, where you get a virtual number from your real world phone. You call that virtual number that you hooked up to the application you created during the tutorial. You'll be able to answer that call in the browser and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where 2 users log in to an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So I think it's pretty cool stuff there. So you can check that out. All right. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. And then don't worry about this highlights thing. Again, that's related to the stuff that got broken somehow. All right, Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on the thing that you're working on, you'll be able to create a Hako, which is like a room that you can then invite people to join. And the hope is that collectively, as a group, y'all will come up with the solution or the feedback on the thing that you're working on. So when you click View, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out their profile. And then you can request to join by clicking the Join button. I also have a filter by different keywords. So if there's something you're looking for specifically, maybe it's in there. You can find it that way. All right, now when you click Create, it presents you with this form. You put in the title and 3 keywords that you think will help somebody find it. Hit Create. It will generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. And then when you join your Hako, it looks like this. The title at the top. Over on the right-hand side, you can log out. You can open a menu for some more options. We have a text chat here to the right. To the left is another countdown timer. You can copy the URL again, and you click to share to Twitter. When someone clicks your link, they don't automatically join your room. They're requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You can click the username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out their profile to see whether or not you like to approve or deny that person. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. And again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help with the thing that you're working on or the feedback that you're looking for. And I think by being able to show people the same thing you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context that's needed to get the help or the feedback that you're looking for. All right, so now the way you communicate through the Hako, there's a text chat like I mentioned. Put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled, we'll be able to speak to and hear each other. But for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I also have the opposite available. So if you're not looking at the text chat, you can still follow along with what's happening, because if you enable text to speech, any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. You can still follow along. And I think that's everything. Yeah, cool. That should be everything. Again, you can check out all the different hot codes that we created. And yeah, cool. I'm going to get y'all back to work because I want to. I think I'm pretty much done with everything else. I did all the post radio show promo stuff, got all that done. Got to start my laundry, got to do that. So while that stuff is going, I'm going to see if I can get this this printer set up and maybe print like a test run of something. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be pretty cool. So I think it will hold another item that I bought that I didn't know I was going to buy. I think it'll fit right next to it. So we'll see. All right, so I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. And so, like I said, we back 15 minutes after the hour. We'll take a look at something I found interesting on the internet. And maybe you'll find it interesting as well and look more into it. But till then, I wish you much productivity. We're going to go out on Anthony Cruz, a.k.a. A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. And see you 15 minutes after the hour. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread it love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say